So today we're going to talk about what the difference is, the main difference between being average and being successful. Let's talk about it. What's up everybody, welcome back to the X-Fill Hideout. My name is Ghost, and if you guys have never been here before, I am so glad you're here. Thank you guys for being here for another episode of Mondays Matter. This is a channel where we talk about the games we play, the lives we live, and how we can look for opportunities to help each other become better than we were the day before. Better than yesterday is the motto. One stream at a time, one day at a time. If you feel like you vibe with that, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this one. We are now on episode 4 of Mondays Matter, where we talk about why Mondays don't have to suck. Whenever you hear someone talk about Mondays, it's most of the time in a negative light, but it doesn't have to be. Mondays can actually be the greatest day of your life. After this series keeps going, Monday actually might be your favorite day. Let's just get right into it. We all want to be successful at what we're doing. But a lot of times we don't know what that looks like, so we have to look up YouTube videos, we have to talk to people who have done the things we want to do before us and see what got them to where they're at. But what a lot of this is there is a disconnect between what we think is a good idea and what we make a good idea. And the reason why I want to talk about this today is because this has been something that I have dealt with over and over and over again, where I think of something that sounds amazing. I get a lot of people to jump on the hype train with me and like, dude, you gotta do that, oh my gosh, it's so sick. And then I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do it, it's so sick. And then it never happens. What happens is we talk about it and we talk about it and we talk about it, and then all of a sudden, you don't ever hear about it again. And it was like one of those things that's like one of the many great ideas that sits in our trash bin in our idea room, but never actually manifests into anything more than idea. That's what we're gonna talk about today. The main difference between being successful and being average is not just your mindset, but it's action. And I really do think coming up into this new year, 2020 is gonna be the year of vision becoming action. It's gonna be the year of action. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be the year of action for me. I want it to be the year of action for a lot of you guys out there listening right now. But I know that there's some people that are just gonna go for it. They're not gonna wait for anybody else. They are already making plans. They're not waiting for New Year's resolutions. They're doing everything right now. And those type of people are gonna be successful. Can I tell you why? It's because they have an idea, they have a thought, just like we all do, right? But what separates us is the action, is the manifestation of their thought or idea. And I'll tell you another thing that makes a successful person, somebody who's not scared to fail. Because if you're scared to fail, that means that you're not throwing that risk out there, and that risk is what gets you the reward of success. You don't just get success from being comfortable. Success starts when you begin to be uncomfortable, when you get to become into a place where you're not just hungry, but you're not comfortable because you're pushing into new territory. That's where success is birthed. But what happens is we get comfortable, we're not hungry because we're eating things that we probably shouldn't be, and I'm talking about ideas and concepts right now, and we get into this place of complacency, and what it does is it blinds us. It makes us think that we're going places we're not actually going. It makes us think that we're doing things we're not actually doing. And really, the only people who can see that this is happening is our loved ones, is the people around us in our sphere. And most of the time, they love us too much to hurt our feelings, to tell us like, dude, you always have ideas, you always have plans, but nothing ever comes from them. But the hard truth is, they are 100% right. The reason why you don't feel successful is because you're not acting successful right now. That's why, is because all those ideas and thoughts are stained that way. So this week, this is gonna be the call to action. 2 things. The first thing is what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that list of ideas, that list of thoughts, that list of things that you know what I'm talking about, whether it's in your mind or whether it's written down, whether it's on your computer. You're gonna take that list and you're gonna complete one thing this week. It doesn't even have to be huge. Okay, let's say you wanted to make a YouTube channel. If your first thing is that, guess what you're gonna do this week? You're going to come up with a name. It doesn't have to be set in stone and permanent, but you're going to create a Gmail and you're going to create a YouTube channel. Whether you make a profile picture, it doesn't matter. As long as you create it, that's gonna be the one thing. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna celebrate that one thing. And the reason why we're gonna do that is because that is what keeps us going, is celebrating the victories that we do have. A lot of times we don't think we have any victories is because we make this huge, epiphanal, monumental, ideas that never actually manifest. And what we do is we discourage ourselves and we're like, oh, this isn't for me. I'll just never be able to do this. And it all comes down to being able to create things and make things in our minds that we can manifest into real life. And that's where this week is gonna come into play. It doesn't have to be huge, you're just gonna complete it. So if you don't have anything written down or any of that stuff, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit up your best friend, you're gonna hit up your sibling, you're gonna hit up your loved one, and you're gonna say, hey, what have I talked about that I wanted to do that we both agreed was a great idea that I never did? Now, they're probably gonna name about 10 to 15 things. You're gonna choose one of those things and you're gonna work on it this week. So let's just say that this thing is gonna take longer than a week. Then work on the thing that you can complete this week, because I want you guys to be able to celebrate something this week. I want you to feel what it's like to get that thought or idea and put action behind it so that it's pushed into something greater than just something that sits in the background of your mind. We need to be able to reap a reward, and to do that, we have to actually sow seeds IRL, right? In real life. We can't just keep sowing seeds in our mind and expect to get like IRL fruit, right? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we can't harvest something that we actually aren't doing. We just have the thoughts that we're doing it, and yeah, it feels great. It feels really good to have good ideas. It feels good when someone says, hey man, that's a really good idea. You're like, wow, I'm just full of great ideas, I guess. But when you don't apply the action, that is why you will never be successful. And I'm not saying that you're not gonna be good at something you do, but if you wanna do something that not a lot of people are doing, it's gonna take a lot of hard work, it's gonna take a lot of dedication, it's gonna take perseverance, but the main thing that it's gonna take is the great ideas you have to manifest. That's literally it. This wasn't a super long video. It's not crazy in depth. It's just something to encourage you, to inspire you this Monday to next Monday to complete something that you've been wanting to complete, but you just needed that little extra push. This video is literally that extra push. I wanna hear down in the comments, this is the second thing, I wanna hear down in the comments what you guys are aiming to complete. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's talk about the ideas and concepts we have of what we actually wanna do. Let's get excited. Let's hype each other up. I would love for you guys to share it in the Discord. All the links that you guys need will be down below. Twitter, Instagram. We stream Monday, Tuesday, and Friday mornings at 7 a.m. PST. Come hang out by the stream, talk about what you're passionate about, and let me know what you're planning to complete, and I'll talk about some of the things that I want to complete with you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm so glad you guys were here for the 4th episode of Mondays Matter. If you guys liked and you felt like you got something out of this video, it would mean a lot to me if you guys would like the video. If you guys would subscribe to the channel, you guys get to see more content like this, and then you can also hit the little bell if you want to be notified when these videos go live. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. I hope you guys have an amazing time with your friends or family or whatever you choose to do. I hope you guys are very blessed. I hope you have an amazing day or night depending on where you're at in the world. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.